Okay, so I know I told you I'd tell you about my seeds. And I haven't been feeling good for the last few days. I'm doing a little bit better now, but I'm still really stiff. But I've been moving around for a couple hours, and that's helped a little bit, But it's still like, I'm by no means like 100%. Bug is here helping me. She went and got my laundry going and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to be sewing the mask tonight, and I'll be sending those to the places here in town that I'm part of that need them. And then I'm also sending some to my daughters. So anyway, so I have the seeds that I've germinated. Bomb, 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 bomb. Now I may have waited too long, okay? Because it's been like 3 or 4 days, and because that's how long I was that sick. And you see this right here. So I've taken an eggshell, and I've put it in some potting soil, and I've moistened that, and I put that in some more potting soil, right? I'm going to saturate that really good, and then I'm going to take some of the seeds that I've germinated and put them inside that shell. And I'm going to put a couple around the outside. It's a little experiment. See which ones have a healthier life, and then in 3 months we'll know if that planted them in that shell made a difference or not. I love experiments. It's my favorite. So anyway. So, and the other fun thing I do, okay, I'm very much into waste not, want not, and we're killing the earth with all of our overuse of plastics, but plastics are a necessary evil to a certain extent. Not when you watch those wonderful Japanese and Asian movies, food movies I watch all the time, because it shows you what to do, and so we need to kind of go back to that old thought. I'll be posting some of those videos, because like I said, way more fun. Okay, so what do we got? We have an overabundance of 2-liter bottles, right? There's a lot of different things we can do with 2 liters, but one of the first things we can do is we can create a hanging garden so that anybody can really have a garden. You can hang these in your bathroom with a grow light over the top of it. You can hang these in your kitchen next to a window. You can hang them in front of your patio window, like one on top of the other on top of the other, like a big chain, and you can make them fancy by making like macrame little holders for them, or you can be really simple and use some old coat hangers or shoelaces or electrical wires. Anything will really work, because you want something that things that are vines can grow up. And you also, there's Bug, she's here saying hi.
You can draw on them.
Hey, this is Jeff Castleberry's daughter. Isn't that crazy?
That's my dad.
Funny. Life is so funny. So that makes me really happy anyway. So I got Bug in my life looking out for me, because I can't do these things, and it's really true. That's why my kitchen's such a mess right now. She's helping me clean it. But stay on task, and we'll have to be on her. But anyway, so let's go talk about the 2-liter. You ready? So here's the 2-liter. What have I done? I've cut the top off of it. I've used a pair of kitchen scissors like this. Any heavy-duty scissors. You can use garden shears. You want to get the hole started. Sometimes you might need something sharp to puncture it with. I used to use an old pair of cutting scissors that I had. I had 2 pair of them. One I used for things like that, and the other one I kept for hair that Ashley Gale bought me. They're titanium, and they had rainbow colors on them, and I keep them in that little roundabout on my table. Well, whoever took those, I know you took them now. And oh my God, why are you taking things off of people's tables at their house when you're a guest at their home? Really? I'm telling you, next time you touch those scissors, they're going to burn your hands. So here I am, back to this. So why are we keeping this for? You can use this for several things. Like you can put bags through it and screw the top back on it to seal things and to save things. That way you can reuse things, okay? You can also use it upside down, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to use it upside down to make like a hydroponic garden, okay? And so I'm going to be using it to get my avocados started, because I always keep my avocado seeds. The other thing you can use it for is you can put little holes around the outside of it, right? And that's not always the easiest to do, so you need something really sharp to puncture it, or something really high heat to heat it through. I tried using the glue gun, because I thought I was going to be so perfect and fancy, and I'm like, oh look, my holes are perfect. Well, I think it's a low temperature glue gun, and it was not hot enough to burn through that. So you could probably use a drill, but that's like next level work. I don't know what to say. So anyway, we can use this upside down with holes in it. Put the lid back on it. Put a little bit of water in it. It's a little bird feeder, or it's a little hummingbird feeder. You put a little sugar in it. They'll be in there getting some of that. So make sure we keep those alive too, because they pollen our plants. Okay, so what else am I going to do? I cut the top off of it. Now you can put holes around the top to hang the strings through or the wire through that you're going to hang it with. And you can hang these from your balconies or from the edges of your roof, okay? So, or the edges of the roof for your patio. And so what I've done is I've cut little slits on the top and made like a T or even like a long W. I made a long W so that you could go in and put the hook there and go in and put the hook there so that it holds, okay? Because I didn't have anything to do the whole thing with without hurting myself. And I know nobody wants me to hurt myself, okay? But then, look what I did. Ouch! So here's the thing. I made holes in it on each side, okay? And then, when I have the drill out, which I don't right now, I'm going to make a hole right in the bottom, okay? And what you can do is you can put a piece of cloth in here, or screen, or pantyhose. If you have pantyhose, old pantyhose, or sock, you can put it in there to cover that. And then you just put a teeny tiny hole in the sock, and you fill the whole thing up with soil, okay? And then once the thing is filled with soil in those areas, you know, you'll see the sock or the pantyhose or the cloth or whatever you used. You could probably even use big banana leaves. If you don't have any of those things, use a big banana leaves or an old t-shirt, okay? And so then you'll put a little teeny hole right in the middle of the hole, but you don't want it to be real big. You want it to be really small. Just small enough to get the plant and the plant's roots in, which is why you want a stretchy material. And then it'll contract back and hold the plant in, and the soil still stays in the thing. So yeah, you can do all kinds of things from the outside here. I could have thyme on this side. I could have basil on this side. I could have parsley coming out the top. I could have not really potatoes. I could have cucumbers or tomatoes or whatever growing out of the bottom here. They like it upside down like that, or even strawberries would make a great strawberry pot. And then you could also make it to where you had a little hole on each side of the bottom right here that you could hang something from. You could put a little wire there, wrap a little wire around it, and then hang another one right from that. So you could have a chain of these coming down, all filled with plants. I mean, you can do this with pretty flowers too, like marigolds and whatever, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But that's an easy way to have containers and waste not, want not. And then the other thing is the soil. This is about starting the seedlings. So, and I'm going to take a picture of the seedling after I open this up, and I'll post that online today. And I will also make a very short clip of me what I'm doing with it after I get it out of the bag. So have a good day.